Hi, it's Amy again. So I told you I would give you an update about what happened when we transferred our plants. The transfer went over smoothly. It's been about 4 days now, and none of the plants seem worse for the wear. In fact, a lot of them have perked up, and I think that's because they're getting extra space that they didn't have before. So just to recap, we have these 5-gallon buckets, and inside of them we have, let's see if I can get you down here. So we have hoses with little water spouts, and they're just spraying in there. Now, I did boost the root nutrient just for this week to make sure that the roots reestablish. When we took them out of our aeroponics system and transplanted them, the roots were all tangled up with each other. They were tangled into the manifold. Some of them had gotten sucked up into the pump. So we were really nervous that we were going to have some plants die out on us here, but they've all perked up. They're doing so much better with their own space. Now today we are going to talk about flower sex. It sounds so stupid when I say it, but that's what we're doing. We're going to talk about pollinating. When you have a hydroponic garden, you have to pollinate yourself, and the easiest and best way to do that is, we're going to come over here. I just have a paintbrush, and it's completely worthless to pollinate a male flower with a male flower, so I'm going to teach you today how to tell the difference on squashes and cucumbers and zucchini and those type of things. I think the same thing would work for melons, but I'm not exactly sure because I haven't grown melon. But this is our cucumber plant back here with his ginormous leaves, and if you look down here, you will see he has all of these various flowers that have come and gone, and he's got 2 of them open right now. And let me think, this one that's hiding behind this leaf, this is a male flower right here, and I can tell it has nothing to do with size. But I can tell because down here, got all these leaves in the way. See down here, he just goes down to a regular normal stem, the kind of stem that your 5-year-old would draw. Okay, that is a male flower. Female flower looks completely different on the bottom side. I'm going to see if this one over here is a male or a female. Oh, convenient. Okay, this one is a female, so it's going to be really hard to tell to get down here, but let's see if I can get it back in focus for you. Okay, see how thick that stem is? That thick stem down there, that is the flower's ova. It's the ovaries of the flower, and that's a female. So from that female plant, you are going to get your fruit or your vegetable. So the easiest way to pollinate when you're doing it yourself hydroponically like this, gotta get down to this male one here. Okay, there's our flower. Is just take your paintbrush and rub it around on the inside of the flower. It's just like what a bee would do. You'll get the pistons. Got all that nice, beautiful, yummy pollen, flower juice here on the end of your paintbrush. See how my paintbrush is all yellow? It's probably just so hard to tell. See the yellow on the paintbrush? Okay, so then come over to your female ones and do the same thing, just rubbing around on the inside there. There is, let's see if I can get a picture of the inside of it here. There we go. So that little bulb in there, that's what you're going after. Rub it around in there, because unless you're crazy, you don't have bees in your hydroponic room. Or I guess you could be growing greenhouse, but I like to make sure the bugs are not around my stuff. That's like a total bonus with growing hydroponically. So I'm not trying to have bees all up in my business. All up in my fruit. And another problem is, even if you are growing cucumbers outside, A lot of times bees don't particularly care for, I was going to do this one, but I did it yesterday and there's no new ones. Bees don't really care for cucumbers because they're not that sweet. So sometimes they'll hit them up first thing in the morning, but they don't do much after that. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I just realized this whole picture's upside down. They don't do much after maybe 10 o'clock. And I've noticed with my cucumber plants that the flowers are only open in the morning and then they wilt up by the afternoon. So you want to make sure you're getting it going in the morning. Now I have to do some research still to figure out if there's a difference between tomatoes flowers, but for right now I don't know. Anyway, and then an update on our hydroponic system, or sorry, our aeroponics aquaponic system. I can talk today. We did, when we took all those out, we put new ones in, and then we moved some of the more established plants over to this one. So this one's still going really well. The plants in here, some of them are regrowing and some of them are starting to grow, but it's just the same kind of system down here. And what we're noticing is some of the plants are starting to get root rot. The ones that are kind of older, like this kale right here, we've harvested it already and its roots are kind of starting to get nasty, so we'll probably pull it here real quick and be done with it. It's not growing much more than those 3 leaves. But that is the update, and sorry that my photography was so bad.